this is Sidekick Jason doing another behind the scenes tour of our studio. Going to show you guys the latest that we've got going on here. So the past couple days I have not done a behind the scenes video because I've been, well, working like overtime on this. So I've had Knapford station set up for the past like 4 days, and I've remade, well, I finished filming all the remakes of seasons 1 through 4 episodes, and then I filmed all the stuff from my seasons 3 and 4. And right now, since I just finished all that, I'm going to have to, well, the next project that I'm working on is actually, let me bust this out. The adventure begins. So I've remade most of, well, not most. I've remade like a third, nearly a half, well, nearly half of the movie, and it's coming along. So I've uploaded that to YouTube, so you guys have seen the different clips and stuff. But I realized since I've done so much of it, and I was already going to be filming on a lot of the sets for my own series, I actually went through, created a spreadsheet, and I'm gonna remake the whole film. So it's not going to be too much more to do. I've pretty much, because I did like a lot of the Knapford stuff already. What I pretty much have to do is go back, because I didn't have the LBSC Thomas because Player hadn't come out with it yet, and I also did not have the Black James. So I've got to go back, refilm all the scenes that had Red James instead of Black James, and then also all the scenes that have LBSC Thomas. So that'll be fun. It's mostly the stuff in the first half of the movie. The other stuff, a lot of it I won't refilm because there's no need to go back and do that again. So I think it's good enough quality that it'll fit in all together, and I think it'll be really cool having that whole movie. Who knows, by the time this behind the scenes video comes out, maybe the whole movie's already been released. Well, my remake of it has been released online, so I have no idea when these are going to air. So I could be rambling about stuff you guys already know, or I could just be, dropping secrets that you guys are completely unaware of. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on today. It's gonna take quite a while to plow through all those scenes. So yeah, but I think my plan is that I'm gonna remake the whole movie, and I'm gonna release it all together on YouTube, and then I think throughout like the year I'll actually release clips of it, and at the end of the video put a link to the full thing, so that way I can attract more a larger audience, and they'll watch that clip and be like, man, that was awesome, but dang, that was only like minute and a half long. And then it's like, well, here's the full thing, and they can go click on it and enjoy the whole thing. So that'll be fun. That'll get a lot of viewership, and it'll be a project that I can take pride in, because I'm not a fan of a lot of the Thomas movies because they seem so not gimmicky, but they have the particular themes, and I just want a Thomas movie that's about trains, and I feel like that's what The Adventure Begins was. It was a Thomas movie that was about trains, the way it should be. So I mean, that's the one movie I would gladly remake in a heartbeat. So it'll be awesome to have that on my channel for people to see and really showcase the quality of my work, and what the potential of my channel. So, and encourage people to go check out the original episodes and whatnot. But yeah, so let's take just a moment, since I've rambled on about The Adventure Begins. Let's actually look at this set so you guys can get kind of a better idea of it. Here, we'll go up here. So it's huge. I mean, I took up the whole table, and the length of it is actually, it wasn't even enough to recreate the actual Knapford from the TV series. So it makes me wonder how large these tables were that they filmed on for the original model series, because oh man, it would have had to have been massive to fit in everything that they did. It probably, well, if it was scaled to this scale, the table would still probably have to be I don't know, maybe 4-8 feet longer just to, get everything in there. But and that's just for this scale. Then you'd like, I mean, they're gauge 1 models, so they're like twice as big. So yeah, that was a massive set that they had back then. But then again, that was a professional production with millions of dollars invested, so it doesn't surprise me. This is just, me doing my own little thing. So yeah, anyway, so I'll kind of take you guys around the set. So in the center, we have the main Knapford station, and I think you guys have seen a lot of this already because I made this over a year ago, and I did all those remake clips on it. So I think you guys have seen plenty of that. But this one's different because it's actually the full thing. Before, it was literally like half the size. Like, I mean, the table ended right there, so I was able to fit some buildings in. And then, I mean, the table, like, this was right at the edge on the old set. So this larger table allowed me to make complete circular tracks, so the engines can actually run full circle. So I will actually have Gordon run around so you guys can take a look at it and see. So come back here. You'll notice this is so messy. Like, normally what I normally keep my sets pretty tidy while I'm filming, but since there's all this excess space and I've been filming with so many characters and rolling stock and everything, I've just kind of, let it pile up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to clean it all up soon. But so yeah, it's cool having this because before I had to literally start and stop every single engine if I wanted to, do the cool like passing shots that take place, the big scenes that take place at Knapford. But what's awesome is now I can just have these engines run a continuous loop, and then they'll just pass through on their own. And I don't have to worry about like reaching over and stopping them and stuff. So I mean, definitely a better setup. The only downside, I think, to this, which I didn't even think about when I was setting up, is, so before I was closer, I mean, the edge of the table was right here, as opposed to being, all the way back here. And I could actually just reach in and I could do stuff on the actual station. But this is as far as my arm can go. So I can't even reach all the way over. It is so hard to get into that station now. So I'm glad I filmed the remakes that I did back then, because there is no way I could get in there and get some of the shots now. Like, well, there is, but man, it would be very time consuming. My back would be killing me. Well, my back's already killing me. This set has been a nightmare for my back because I've been constantly reaching over, considering the center, like the actual main focus is literally right in the middle of that. So yeah, huge pain, but it's okay. I mean, it's worked out. I think if I did this again, I would try and like shorten one of the sides so the curve was smaller, and I'd put it like right up against the edge of the table, so that way everything's kind of closer to one side so I can reach in more. But yeah, you learn as you do this what things you need to improve on. But yeah, one angle that I have discovered while filming on this new set versus the old one is I really like this angle right here. I feel like it makes it seem more industrial, like there's an actual city next to Knapford, and you get a good shot of the station and a great angle on the engines. We can't really see from there, but yeah, I love it. So you guys will probably see it a lot in my own series. I think I filmed a pretty good amount, but it's not like overbearing. So I think you guys will enjoy that. Back here is our secret little figure hideout. So Sir Topham Hatt and the porter have been hiding out back here. And this is where I've been getting shots of them, is back here with the different, buildings and stuff. I'll also set them on the set sometimes to try and get particular angles. So all these buildings are raised up on styrofoam that I brought in, just so that way, you could see more of the buildings and less of, open space. So we got all these buildings here. Come around to the backside. I went with the season 1 style of having the, the ocean and the harbor back here. But I really like that. It felt more industrial than what they did in later seasons and stuff. So I felt it was appropriate. I liked that. It was my favorite, so I went back to it. I did the yard. I'm not even sure if on the actual TV series set, if this is even there, but I did it. So it's got the same yard setup as before, except I realized I made a mistake, really stupid of me. I was actually looking at pictures and then I turned off my phone, made the set and realized, wait a second, I did it backwards. The shed, which is right there, isn't supposed to be right there. It's actually supposed to be over here. So I made that mistake, but it's okay. No one's gonna notice. And in most shots, you don't even see that shed. So, but yeah, that's pretty much that. I got the hillside just like in season 1. Yeah, I think it turned out well. It's a mess. I've been on this set for 4 days now. I feel like I'm really behind on filming because of it. I've been trying to crank out 1, 2, maybe even 3 sets a day. And so to spend 4 days on one set, I just feel like I'm moving like a sloth. So, but yeah, this set has been awesome. I think doing the Adventure Begins kind of justifies it too, because it's not like on the other sets I'm gonna do something of that level. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's kind of messy over there, but one of the cool features was that the set was, you could actually do 360 degrees. So if you forget that there's like the scissors and tablet over there and stuff, you could actually, it's cool having angles that go out like that. And when I was doing remakes, it was awesome having the capabilities of pretty much getting any shot and angle that was in the classic series. The Adventure Begins is going to be hard because there's a lot of points with that new track system track layout that they did for that. And I'm not going to do that for this, so I'm going to have to get kind of creative on some stuff. I was thinking about, when I was building this set, how fun it would be to actually build like a yard over here, put more points out and stuff, and different sidings. But then I was like, nah, I'll just go with the classic season style, and it is what it is, so I'll just have to make it work. So you guys are probably, I don't know when this is getting released, so you may know what the final product is before, you'll know more where you guys are than I do now. So we'll see what happens. So I think it's going to be good. A lot of fun stuff. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again later.